This just happened, my friend Eagles fan. A bombshell has exploded behind the scenes in the NFL, and the Philadelphia Eagles are at the center of this upheaval. The franchise just signed a player no one expected, a secretive move that could completely change the season's rumor mill. I've got exclusive information about this signing and the impact it will have on the locker room. So subscribe to the channel and get ready, because what I'm about to reveal to you now will leave the Green Nation in shock. It's official. Eagles fans, Brandon Graham is back. The heart of Philadelphia's defense isn't ready to say goodbye just yet. After weeks of speculation, the Eagles confirmed that the veteran defensive end finalized a one-year contract to return for his 16th season in the midnight green uniform. And frankly, this move isn't just about excitement or nostalgia. There are two main reasons all fans should be excited about this return. First, leadership. No one embodies the Eagles culture better than Graham. He's played under 4 different coaches: Andy Reid, Chip Kelly, Doug Pederson, and Nick Sirianni. And through each era, he's been the guy who holds the locker room together. His energy, humor, and relentless positivity are legendary. Younger players like Nolan Smith have described his welcome to the NFL moment is like simply meeting BG. He's the veteran who sets the tone, energizes everyone, and keeps everyone focused through the ups and downs. His presence alone raises the bar. Second, he can still play. Yes, he's 37, but don't let that number fool you. Before last year's injury, Graham was still attacking quarterbacks and showing flashes of explosiveness that made him a Super Bowl hero. He may no longer be an every-down player, but in limited snaps, he remains dangerous. With Vic Fangio's defense struggling to find consistent pressure, Graham's return adds a much-needed spark. Someone who knows how to get to the quarterback and motivate everyone around him. And make no mistake, this reunion didn't happen overnight. Reports suggest Howie Roseman had already contacted Graham's team before the season started, as if the front office was letting them know they would eventually need his leadership and intensity. That prediction speaks volumes about how much the organization or appreciation, both as a player and as a mentor. Graham's passion for the game hasn't diminished one bit. Expect him to show up for practices, happy, energetic, and in better shape than anyone expects. He's not returning for a farewell tour. He's returning to compete, to teach, to win. He's the kind of player who leads by example, whether it's a locker room speech or a momentum-changing third down sack. Even if he's not on the field for every series, his impact will be felt in every game and every defensive encounter. So, while some may ask, why come back? The more appropriate question is, how much difference can he make? Because history tells us that when the Eagles need a boost, Graham delivers. His energy is contagious, his drive never stops, and his love for this city runs deep. In many ways, his return feels like destiny. The Eagles' defense lacked a certain spark, and who better to reignite it than one of their players? The most beloved players in franchise history? The timing couldn't be better. With the playoffs approaching and Vic Fangio looking to consolidate his pass rush, Graham's return could be the emotional jolt this moment needs to move forward. After all, when Brandon Graham puts on jersey number 55 again, it's not just about football. It's about legacy, loyalty, and unfinished business. And for a team chasing another Super Bowl run, his presence could be just the thing to turn that belief into reality. But the return of this legendary veteran isn't the only move that's stirring up trouble in Philadelphia's back room. While he's reigniting the defense's spirit, someone in the New Jersey front office seems to be cooking up something big, and the clock is ticking on the trade deadline. The Eagles are 5-2 and back on track after a close win over the Minnesota Vikings. But if you think Howie Roseman is satisfied, think again. The November 4th trade deadline is approaching, and if history tells us anything, it's that Roseman loves this time of year. He's one of the most aggressive general managers in the league, and multiple international sources are reporting that the Eagles are once again preparing for a major shakeup to strengthen their roster and secure another playoff spot. According to CBS insider Jonathan Jones, the Eagles are exploring trades for pass rushers and cornerbacks, even after Brandon Graham's return. That's right, Graham's return is a boost, but it doesn't change Roseman's plans. The team wants more power up front and more consistency in the secondary, and with a strong mid-season performance, the front office sees this as a perfect window to go all in. Names like Trey Hendrickson of the Bengals and Jalen Phillips of the Dolphins have been mentioned as potential targets. Hendrickson would be a dream addition, a relentless edge rusher who could immediately elevate the defense. But Cincinnati's reluctance to trade makes such a move tricky. If that doesn't work out, expect Roseman to pivot quickly. He's known for turning rumors into reality, and when the Eagles make changes, the rest of the league listens. This is classic Roseman, bold, creative, and fearless. He's made it his mission to make the right move at the right time. Just think of previous deals with stars like A.J. Brown and Kevin Byard, who were both at the trade deadline. Roseman understands that championship windows don't last forever, and with Jalen Hurts in his prime and a roster brimming with talent, he's determined to maximize every opportunity. The Eagles' defense has been solid but inconsistent, and Vic Fangio's system still needs that dominant force to become elite again. Adding another experienced pass rusher could turn this unit into a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. Imagine Graham stepping in as the lead back, Hassan Reddick creating chaos on one side, and a new high-impact edge on the other. That's the kind of formation that wins playoff games. And remember, Roseman isn't limited to just one deal. If he sees a chance to improve the roster, he'll take it, even if it means surprising everyone. Reports suggest he's also quietly evaluating options at wide receiver and safety, preparing for any future scenario. The goal is simple: make the Eagles deeper, stronger, and ready for another Super Bowl run. So while fans celebrate Brandon Graham's thrilling return, Roseman is already 2 steps ahead, showcasing his next move behind the scenes. Every season, he finds a way to give Philadelphia that extra boost at just the right time. And this year looks no different. The front office knows what's at stake, and the message is clear. The Eagles aren't just trying to make the playoffs, they're trying to dominate them. Time is ticking, rumors are swirling, and Roseman is eyeing every opportunity. If there's one thing Eagles fans have learned, it's this: never write off Howie Roseman before the deadline. And just when you think he's done, time makes another quiet but intriguing move that's already drawing attention in Philadelphia. While all eyes are on the defense, the Eagles are also quietly making changes on offense. According to NFL trade rumors, Philadelphia recently hosted wide receiver Danny Gray for a visit, just months after releasing him during the offseason. At first glance, it might not seem like a head-turning signing, but this could be one of those low-key signings that pays off later in the season. Gray, 26, excelled at SMU, where he was named All-AAC before being selected in the 3rd round of the 2022 NFL Draft by the San Francisco 49ers. Known for his impressive 4.33 speed, he was seen as a vertical threat capable of forcing defenses and creating decisive plays. However, his time in San Francisco didn't go as expected. He appeared in just 7 games, recording just 1 reception for 10 yards and 1 rushing attempt for 9 yards. After being released by the 49ers, Gray was briefly included on the Eagles practice squad, where the coaches saw potential but ultimately opted to let him go. Now, a few months later, the fact that Philadelphia is bringing him back for another opportunity speaks volumes. It suggests that the front office and coaching staff still believe there is untapped talent there, and that he might fit better into the system now, especially with the offense evolving under Jalen Hurts. Gray would give the Eagles another speed option behind stars A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith, something the offense could use to keep defenses honest. With Quez Watkins struggling for consistency and injuries a constant concern, having another standout player capable of outplaying defenses could be a quiet but strategic addition. For Gray, this visit represents a second chance, a chance to prove he belongs in the NFL and that he can carve out a role in one of the league's most explosive offenses. For the Eagles, it's a low-risk, high-potential move that fits perfectly with Howie Roseman's philosophy of always being prepared and evaluating every possible improvement. If Gray impresses during practice, he could even secure a roster spot or a contract with his practice time, and who knows, maybe he'll become the next surprise in Philadelphia's offense. It wouldn't be the first time Roseman finds value where others don't look. With Brandon Graham back, Howie Roseman offering potential trades, and wide receiver Danny Gray eyeing another chance, are the Eagles assembling the perfect roster for a rumored Super Bowl run? Leave your opinion here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be back later to update you with the latest Eagles news.